With us now is Democratic Congressman Bera, who represents California in and around the Sacramento area. Congressman, thanks for being with us. You just heard what your colleague from Pennsylvania had to say on a continuing resolution. He's in, but it's still an open question whether Republicans can do this on their own. Your leader in the House, Hakeem Jeffries, says Democrats shouldn't jump in and save the GOP on this one. Are you backing that play?
Well, Chris, thanks for having me on. Look, Scott's a friend. We're classmates. We got elected together. No, I mean, Scott clearly indicated that they're not negotiating with Democrats. I think we ought to do a short-term continuing resolution and actually put together a budget bill. My understanding is that the four leaders in the Appropriations Committee, Democrats and Republicans in the House and Senate, are pretty close to a deal. That's a better way to run the government, and that does have Democratic ideas and Republican ideas in it.
Okay, your colleague, Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal, said, quote, "We like to govern, we like to save things, we like to save people, we like to be bipartisan. This is not that moment." Now, I was not familiar with the famed bipartisanship of the Progressive Caucus, but if Democrats let Republicans sink on this shutdown, won't this, for a lot of voters, just look like the same old tit for tat? We're not going to help you. We're not, and that voters are the ones who lose.
Yes, but again, this is one where they're jamming it down our throat. And again, it's not the way we should govern. I'm a moderate Democrat. I caucus with the New Dems. We should negotiate. We'll see if Speaker Johnson has the votes to pass this on his own. If he doesn't, let's actually do a budget bill. This bill, the CR that they're going to pass, doesn't actually lower the debt and the deficit. Yeah, I'm with Scott. Let's look at waste, fraud, and abuse. Let's balance the budget, but it is going to take a little bit of pain on both sides of the aisle. That means we probably do have to address a fair tax system, and we also have to take a look at some of the entitlements, Medicare and Social Security, and see how we can strengthen those, but also lower costs for Americans.
But I assume you don't agree with him on the fact that there are sufficient savings in waste, fraud, and abuse to cover the cost of the cuts that they're talking about for the budget in a longer term. What they've laid out sounds like it would necessitate some cuts to benefits on Medicaid.
100%. I mean, what they've been given instructions to do is find $880 billion in the Energy and Commerce Committee. You already just pointed out it's maybe 40 or 50 billion in fraud and abuse in Medicaid. I don't know where they're going to come up with those numbers. It is going to hurt a lot of Americans. Look, if we want to make sure that the undocumented don't get Medicaid coverage, that's fine. That's not going to get you to $800 billion. Okay. I think it is good to give people health care coverage. I think what we did in the Affordable Care Act, expanding coverage, does save costs. It keeps people healthy and out of the emergency room. Again, let's negotiate, and we can see if there's ways to improve Medicaid, lower costs, and improve efficiency. I'm not against that.
Okay, turning to foreign policy, the move by President Trump to cut off intelligence sharing with Ukraine has crippled that nation's air defenses, opening its cities to deadly bombardments from Russia. President Trump chided Russia for those attacks and warned of potential new sanctions, but so far there's no sign that the Kremlin is going to relent. You're on both the Foreign Affairs and Intelligence Committees. Is there something to be said for the administration's argument that this is short-term suffering in service of a long-term peace?
No, so I'm not against negotiating a peace, but I wouldn't let the Ukrainian people have suffered quite a bit here. They're not the aggressors here. They're not the ones that started this war. So yes, let's negotiate. Let's try to get to a place where we can get some security guarantees for Ukrainians. I'm happy to see the Europeans starting to step up a little bit. And then, they probably are going to have to cede some territory. But again, I'm not against the Trump administration wanting to bring this conflict to an end, but I wouldn't let the Ukrainian people suffer. They've suffered a lot.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.